In a good mood today. Why is that?
I don't know, I'm always in a good mood. I'm living, I'm full of life, and God woke me up this morning, so I'm very thankful to be here.
I wanted to ask you, was it at all somewhat disappointing? I know you don't focus on the awards, but to have you and Aishan there and kind of come up short a little bit, in the voting, was that at all disappointing?
Anytime you're a competitor, I always want to win everything, but a good guy won it, so I can't be mad. I got to take it with a grain of salt and just keep on moving forward.
Have you seen the video of Aishan's reaction?
I was laughing, but yeah, Aishan was a little upset, but it is what it is. We know now, but now we got to focus on college football playoffs and trying to win it.
Do you use it at all personal motivation?
A little bit. I'm a competitor, and I want to win everything, so that's how I am. So I know I'm going out there and show people, try to show people different, but for the most part, it's all about being focused and getting ready for Michigan State.
What have you heard about their quarterback so far?
Oh, he's good. He's one of the best quarterbacks in the country. You're not going to rush him. He's going to do what he has to do, and he's going to get the ball to his playmaker. So that's all about the guys up front and the DBs covering, and the guys up front got to get pressure on him, and that's what we're going to try to do, rattle him a little bit.
Have you seen that 22-play drive they had against Iowa in the Big Ten Championship?
I ain't get a chance to see that because I've been doing a lot of moving. So
When you think of a team having a 22-play drive, what kind of comes to mind?
they won it. They show what type of gutsy team they are, and they're not going to lay down for nobody. I know from a little bit I've seen they got a pretty good running back, good quarterback, good offensive line, and good receivers. So it's all about being focused on the task at hand and trying to lock them up because they weren't a good team. They wouldn't be in a position now. So it's all about us playing smart and preparing the right way on.
You feel like it's another one of those kind of like strength-on-strength matchups?
Oh, yeah, because they're a tough physical team. They love to run the ball, and then they're going to run it, then next thing you know, they're going to air it out on you. So it's all about being disciplined. It's one of them type of games, and it's all about playing hard.
Why have y'all been able to win some of those, strength-on-strength type matchups? I mean, going against Arkansas and some of those teams that kind of feed into what?
It's all about willing to want to. It's all about not wanting to get dominated. I know my guys preach it all the time, the guys up front. We're not going to be dominated. It's all about being mentally tough and physical the whole game. And a lot of people are not built that way, so I know my guys are. So it's all about staying focused and preparing the right way and try to dominate their weaknesses.
I mean, you were named All-American pretty much on every list. How'd that feel?
I felt good being unanimous. So it's a very blessing feeling. And I know a lot of guys going to be unanimous, so I'm very thankful and it's very blessed.
You faced Wisconsin before, you faced Ohio State. Is there kind of a common denominator with those Big Ten teams?
I guess so. But both of them, all of them good teams. So it's all about playing hard. All the teams we done played been physical teams. So I know they're not going to be any different. So it's all about coming out playing hard, and that's what we're going to do. That's what we'll try to do.
Have you guys talked about those?
How do you feel back at practice this week?
Oh, I feel good. Yesterday so far we have 2 good practices. Guys been moving around, playing fast, and we're trying to get the offense back right.
Have you guys talked about those parallels at all? Just that you guys faced a Big Ten team last year. You were a big favorite in that game, and now facing a Big Ten.
We don't talk about stuff like that. We just try to focus on us and keep getting better, even though they're good teams. But it's all about us and getting better each leading up to the game. So that's what we're trying to do, is get better.
Other players seeing Jeremy Pruitt around now.
It's a little weird now because I ain't seen him in a few years. So it's a little weird, but you can tell he's over there observing some of the guys that he's going to have next year and what type of team he's going to have. So I know he helping kind of with the game plan, I guess. So, but for the most part, it feels good to see him over there, and he's a great person and a great coach.
What have you seen from Kirby along those lines? I mean, obviously coming back, he's kind of got split responsibilities now.
Shit, if anything, he's coaching harder. He ain't been on distraction. We ain't worried about none of that. I know he's been focused on us, and he's been coaching great these last couple of days, last couple practices. So he's been all focused in on us.
This is the time of year that guys kind of start considering the draft, put in for the draft grades. I know you went through that process last year. Do you talk to any of the kind of juniors and guys that are thinking about that right now?
I didn't think about it after the season. So, and then once we think about it, I just be like, just worry about what you can do now. Because the worse you play, the more your grade go down. So it's all about playing better. The better you play, the more people, teams that want you. So it's all about playing hard and not focusing on that other stuff.
I mean, you got 2 games left, but just all that's happened this season and getting your degree, was it worth it?
Oh, yeah, it's always worth getting your degree. That's something nobody can ever take away from me. That's somebody I didn't put the effort in, time, hours, countless hours of putting in. So that's something nobody can ever take away from me. They can take awards and stuff like that away from me, but my degree they can never take away from me.
What's Jake like away from the field?
He's quiet. He's quiet. He does his job. He comes in, he jokes around every now and then, but for the most part, he's quiet and focused and always doing his job. He's a good old country boy.
Yeah, is he as country to you guys as he is to us?
Yes, he's very country.
Any examples of that?
Comes, I know on a Sunday, it was way back, he came in, had his boots on, camouflage on, stuff. He just came back in from hunting, I guess. So he come in, looking at our country. I said, that's how you feel? Okay.
So does that make you the city boy then? So you're from Huntsville.
I wouldn't say that because everybody think I'm country on the team.
But you're not as country as Jay.
I don't like shooting guns, none of that type of stuff.
So we won't see you up in a deer stand.
Oh, you might. That's something I've been trying to do lately. I've been there one time, so I kind of like the experience. So
Who's more country between Jake and Coach Pruitt?
since I've been around Jake a little bit longer now, I'm gonna say Jake.
Couple more.
What do you
Pruitt, he's country though.
Can you tell me about playing in Cowboy Stadium again?
It gets no better than that, especially me being in college and hopefully getting a chance to play in the next year in the NFL. So it's big, it's huge, but you can't worry about the big lights and that big old screen they got. So you got to stay focused because the screen will distract you.
And Derek winning the Heisman, I know you were watching. What were your thoughts?
I'm happy for him. That's something he's always wanted ever since he was a kid. And time you say you want to win something, you end up doing it. That makes it so much sweeter for him, and I'm proud to be his teammate.
Do you remember seeing anything from Jake once, I guess after the Ole Miss game, when he finally became that guy in practice? Did you see a looser? Did you see a more in charge guy from Jake in practice?
I seen it when he came in the second half of the Ole Miss game when he brought us back, and he was on his stuff and he wasn't bothered by nothing. He was just focused in on playing ball, and I'm proud of him. Ever since then, he didn't have my vote. Ever since I'm riding with him to the end, I don't care what nobody say about him. I know the guys in the locker room, we don't care what nobody say about him. We with him to the end. To the end.
Was it a different Jake first half or earlier in the season, and then that second half of that game?
He's been the same. He's been the same to me. So he's really focused in. He's not worried about what people saying about him.
All right, thanks, guys.